Hey guys, of course this year was tough for everyone, except for Elon Musk's companies. I mean, it wasn't a smooth ride of course, but we can probably say it was the best year in their history. Let's go back and go over what happened in the last 12 months. As always, we'll start with Tesla. Model Y deliveries started in spring. It's been a long road. Model Y changed since then, together with the Model 3, which in turn became the best EV in 2020. Tesla also delivered its millionth vehicle. The company also started Model Y production in China. It was spotted at Giga Shanghai, and they've opened a Chinese design center where they will create a car for the local market. While we're on that subject, Tesla decided to build their next Gigafactory in Austin, Texas. Most of the lot has been prepared for construction and first buildings are starting to take shape. This is the future home of the Cybertruck that received more than 650,000 pre-orders back in June. We're happy for Texas, but we still think that a big build in Tulsa was a pretty strong competitor. The website is still being updated with sad breakup songs and a forum for those who want to get to know it closer. Giga Berlin's competitors weren't as dramatic. The construction started in June, despite the protests and lawsuits from the eco activists. By the end of 2020, Tesla relocated all the snakes and bats and cut down part of the forest. They're using a prefabricated method of construction, so the progress is pretty wild. You can now see multiple framings where there was nothing just 6 months ago. Like we said, the pandemic was not that bad for Tesla. The company managed to upgrade its factories during the quarantine and started testing the Giga Press machine for casting parts. Moreover, Tesla was making ventilators to help COVID patients, and JB Straubel's new battery recycling venture is now working together with Giga Nevada. But of course, restrictions did affect the company and led to a fight with Alameda County that was against Tesla restarting production with 30% of workforce. Tesla even sued the county, and Elon was threatening to move the headquarters to Texas. But in the end, they made up. Surely moving would be such a hassle, and the company is a big employer in the state and pays a lot of taxes. There was a team that did not make it in 2020. Tesla dissolved its PR team, and now nobody talks to journalists. In other important news, Tesla Autopilot beta release that is being actively tested. We often cover that in our weekly news digest, so be sure to subscribe to this channel. Tesla announced a breakthrough in battery technology at Battery Day. They've shown recent developments and the star of the evening, a new 4680 battery. It has 5 times more energy and enables 16% more range compared to the current batteries Tesla uses, and they're 56% cheaper. Supercharger network grew from 15 to 20,000 this year. You can now find them even in far-off places. Financially, it was a pretty good year. During Q1, Tesla's revenue was almost $6 billion. In Q2, it made more money, and in Q3, it closed up on $9 billion. We'll know about Q4 results in February. Shares had a wild ride, accounting for the split that happened later. Tesla started this year at less than $100 apiece, and by December 2020, reached $640. The company is now the biggest automaker in the world, with a market cap of more than $600 billion, and it's finally in the S&P 500. All in all, in 2020, Tesla is looking to produce and deliver 500,000 cars. Of course, we do not know the Q4 results yet, but we made this beautiful table. I mean, isn't it just amazing? Some of the subscribers might know that cars are not the only thing Tesla produced this year. Red Shorts and Teslaquila launches were huge. Tesla Energy also had a very productive year. 2020 saw big contracts in the US and Australia. Some of them are poised to become the biggest batteries in the world. Tesla started delivering its new product, a huge battery called Megapack, and produced its 100,000th Powerwall. They've conducted the first phase of virtual power plant testing in Australia, and it's been great. The company also worked with local companies to facilitate solar roof and panel setup. Tesla also simplified its solar panel system offerings. They now come in several options with a fixed price tag. This helps simplify and speed up the process. This will help Tesla Energy grow in 2021. The boring company finished digging its second tunnel in Las Vegas and received approval to expand it through the whole city. No wonder the company finished its third version of the boring machine called Proofrock. It'll surely dig anything they need. Like a tunnel in Austin near the Gigafactory, the boring company even started looking for employees to do that. Neuralink showed results of their work. They put chips in pigs, and they've been fine after the installation and after its removal. The chip detected pigs' neural activity. SpaceX did not care for the pandemic and other bad things that happened in 2020. The company grew, made prototypes, helped make ventilators for COVID patients, launched commercial and their own missions, and set new records. The biggest thing to happen, though, was the historic Crew Dragon launch with Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley and their triumphant comeback. This successful and cute mission did not only provide us with a new meme, but also paved the path to launching people to the ISS. The Crew 1 astronauts are at the space station right now and will come back to Earth in May. Tom Mueller left SpaceX this year. He's the father of Merlin engine and many other things, but his legacy lives on. The new generation of engines, Raptors, are being used with Starship prototypes and make them fly. The Starship SN6 hop to 150 meters and Starship SN8 flight to 12.5 kilometers, and its spectacular explosion will define 2020. Starlink and its beta testing were in the spotlight this year as well. Stop this video for a second to take all of this in. SpaceX had 26 launches in 2020 total, and the company surpassed 110th successful launch mark. They managed to set a new record for reusable boosters. B-1049 flew 7 times. It looks sad but alive. SpaceX ships even caught both fairing halves in June for the first time. The company had several rounds of investments, one of which brought them almost $2 billion. And finally, Elon Musk. What did he do this year? Well, he did become a father again, to XA12 no less. What can I say, Elon NC chose an unusual name for a kid. Elon also received parts of his Tesla compensation plan and is breathing down Jeff Bezos' neck. But he won't be spending all of that money on yachts and palaces. It's actually the other way around. He is selling all of his property. He said that possessions weigh you down. A lot of headlines came from Elon's skepticism toward COVID restrictions, and there was also a track Elon recorded as a musician and is doing pretty well on SoundCloud. By the end of 2020, Elon admitted he moved to Texas to be closer to important SpaceX and Tesla developments. Wow, what a crazy year it's been. Tell us what was important for you. Did we miss anything? Share that in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video and following us and Elon on this incredible journey. Hope that next year will bring you more joy than this one. I will see you in 2021.